Call this meeting of Palmyra Borough Council to order. Everyone, please rise for a pledge of allegiance and moment of silence for the armed services.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Brenda, may we please have roll call?
Sure thing. Counselor Andrews,
Present.
Counselor Catalani,
Here.
Counselor Flegel,
Here.
Counselor Coroli,
Here.
Counselor Rydell,
Here.
Counselor Touche,
Here.
Counselor Shear.
Here.
I still have the wrong, okay, I gotta change my sheet. Mayor Miller? Here. We have a quorum.
All right, just a reminder to please silence all cellular devices during the meeting. And also a reminder, if you haven't already, council members, please turn on your microphones. Thank you. All right, no special visitors scheduled, which takes us to public comment period number 1. Please state your name and address for the record, and try to limit your comments to 5 minutes. Nobody? Okay. All right, closing public comment period number 1. Moving on to the consent calendar. The following agenda items will be voted upon by a single motion unless a member of Borough Council wishes a specific item to be voted on separately. Approve the minutes of the January 14th, 2025 Borough Council meeting. Approve payment of all bills listed on the December 2024 detailed check listing report. And approve the treasurer's report for the period December 1 through December 31, 2024.
I'll make the motion. Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, that takes us to action and discussion items. Road closure request, the Truck Trek Food Truck and Community Arts Festival. I love that every year. I love that every year when it comes up. Discussion on and if appropriate. Suggested motion to authorize the closure of West Cherry Street from South Railroad Street to South Mark on Saturday, May 10th, 2025, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for the annual Truck Trek Food Truck and Community Arts Festival.
Motion. Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Motion again, please.
Once a year is enough.
Yeah.
All right, that takes us to the president's report. Don't think I have anything this week, or this time. No, I don't. Okay, that takes us to the mayor's report.
Well, hello there, everyone. Thanks for coming to the meeting as well. Listen, Pete. I swear to God.
You get fined.
I had it the wrong way. You're right. I'll pay whatever that is. I do apologize. I thought I turned it on, but I thought I turned it off and I turned it on. Palmyra. Be happy, be thankful. This is a good little town. We're going to continue to get better. But I just wanted to remind anybody that's out there, again, the fire company, Lions, Garden, any item that's in the town, if you have youth in your house, try to talk to them a little bit. Let them do some other things rather than just get stuck in the house. So I think it would be very good for the community if they got involved. I think they'd be really excited to spend some time with different clubs. I also met with a lot of folks in the community, and it is amazing how they really are interested in a town that will make it look better so that they can build up the community or the whole town as itself, so that when folks are here, they can invest more and it will make it look better. It will get the spirit of the town to get better. And I'll give you a little bit more on that in the future. I don't want to take all your time today, but one of the elements that I was able to talk a little bit about to council, or not council, but to the management, was what would we do for the previous governor, mayor, geez, I'm really whacked out. And we were, the council, we had spoke about putting a Palmyra Borough, kind of a park or something when you come into the town on the west side and you come out on the left-hand side. Something that, you know, people would see and get their eyes kind of like, oh, Palmyra, got it. And so they could look at that and it would start to get the mind as you're starting to drive through the town, to have them thinking about the community. So we'll talk about that a little bit more, but I am researching on how we can do it with a grant to maybe pay for half of it. But I also thought if we would go through and, you know, I'll bring out some more information once we get something designed with it. But I'm just thinking of the town as a whole, and I'll present it to the council, and we'll go from there. And also, I was out and I got a item for the Lebanon County, and it is for, you know, if you're a tourist here, you'll see this Lebanon Valley book that shows what to do in the town. And I would highly recommend, and I won't go through all of it, but there's a lot of folks from Palmyra that are in here. But one of the first items that was really good in the photo contest, one of the winners was from our Palmyra Academy of Dance right in town, and there's a photo right in here of a person in it. But if you look through here, I would say come and visit all you can in Lebanon, but there's a lot of places that are listed in here for our town. So go ahead and do that. I think it's really an awesome thing. And I already spoke with the company that puts this out, and when they get a new one, you know, because they wait, it's springtime till it comes out, I'll make sure that we get some in here, we can pass them around so they can do it. But you'd be really excited how much our town is actually in here. It's pretty crazy, I didn't know about that. So,
They actually do distribute throughout the county. I know because I know
Yeah, they do,
Jen
yes.
Kuzo.
but I mean, look at it, because if you're looking for something to do, you have something really close around you in Lebanon.
Yeah, and they also distribute outside the county because of bringing dollars in.
And one last thing I'll bring up is,
great.
the city of Lebanon have been working very hard to try to improve the looks of that place. And if you drive down the main road coming to our town, you'll notice that they're making some really great improvements to the town to make it exciting. So this is what jumped into my head about doing kind of the same thing in our town. Because if we do that, this makes Lebanon County, you know, much more thought of. But again, I'm not saying we're gonna spend gazillion dollars, we're just gonna spend a little bit, but we'll try to do something that's really economical, which will ultimately help the town, and maybe we can get some more businesses. All right. Sorry, that's all.
Thank you. Anybody have anything for the mayor? No? I asked if anybody had any questions for you.
Any questions?
Anybody? Okay. All right, that takes us to the financial report. Everybody has the financial statement?
I have nothing, no comments or questions, or I would have emailed you, but, want to again reiterate that you guys really did a great job holding expenses down.
Thank you.
I mean, it was nice to see the final numbers. I know I commented last time, but great job.
Actually, Roger, I got a few questions on this. On jail floor maintenance, how come that's 400% over budget?
On what?
401.441,
What page are you on?
page 5. Budget for last year is $825, and we spent a little over $2,500.
Oh, the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably had to get,
the budgeted price was for if our janitorial service would do it, and the last time they did it, it didn't go well. So we tried to find somebody who does floors only, basically as their business, to do a better job, which obviously it was more expensive. The job was a little better, it still wasn't perfect, but, so this year I'm not sure what we're gonna do, so.
right.
This floor's been the bane of our existence in this building.
Yep.
The only thing I can guarantee you is I know who is not going to do it.
And the only other question I had was on page 8, under codes, 413-324, the wireless data plan. How come that one's so high over the budget? 238% over budget.
I'm guessing that's for the, we added the second codes officer position.
Okay.
So there's an extra phone and an extra laptop there for them that probably wasn't anticipated when we did the budget.
Okay, thank you.
But the good news on that is that that's a line item you're questioning.
Right.
But the category still
Category is-
came in
yeah.
under budget.
I know there's some talk about, code enforcement, folks in town doing their job for the town. And, I had a good conversation with them last week and, really was just trying to go and listen to what they are doing. And, it is much more than what we currently know, maybe because we don't get to hear them, but they're doing an awful lot, and then I was really excited listening to all the particulars that they're working on to help correct that are occurring in the town. So it was pretty interesting, and maybe every once in a while we'll have them do a report or something. It'd be my suggestion, because they blew my mind with how much work they are doing and how much work, the workload is high.
Any other questions on the financial statement? All right, that takes us to fire department. Anything? All right, the library report, everybody had that at their seat tonight. Any questions on that? No? No questions? Okay. All right. Thank you, Jane.
My apologies, our meeting's Tuesday night, so it's hard to get the report done and to Roger in time for our Wednesday packet, so this is how it's gonna have to be for a little bit.
All right, that takes us to Western Lebanon Regional Police Department. Chief? Okay, any questions for the police department?
Your record.
I think I might. Okay, Rec Commission.
We had our meeting trying to think, a week ago Wednesday, so I would expect the rec director's report probably in a week or so.
Solicitor's report, I don't think we have anything.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Zoning and codes enforcement, no hearings were scheduled. No hearings are scheduled for Monday, February 10th at 5:30, which takes us to the borough manager's report.
I don't have anything noteworthy
My
tonight.
goodness.
Wow. Okay.
After the meeting.
How's the clock? Yeah, clock's running. Yep, you bet.
Okay, the clock is running. It's not at the right time.
It was a couple minutes off, I think. How far off is it?
It's hours off.
Oh, it is?
He was reading like 8:10 earlier
Thanks,
tonight.
Mike, for bringing it up.
Well, because
was-
I saw it and I
you
wanted
know
to
it,
bring
you
it up.
jinxed
I
it.
have it, no, I have it on here to bring it up, Jane. I have it on my,
All right.
when was it fixed?
Oh, a while ago.
Yeah, that was.
No, just
it
a
was-
couple days ago I saw it was off.
Really?
Over the weekend I saw
Over
it was
the
off.
weekend? Okay.
And then tonight I looked again and it was, earlier this afternoon, it was saying 8:10. So I didn't look at it right before I came here though.
That new clock is the bane of our existence. I have one suggestion, but I don't think you all want to hear it.
I think it's the same one.
It involves a
I have.
chainsaw.
Amazingly enough, what you saw, someone had spoke to me about already, and I didn't want to bring it up today.
I had it on here. I was gonna bring it up in about 5 minutes, but you beat me to it, so it's okay. Yeah, you might wanna check on it.
We'll fix it.
Okay, so nothing for your report, right, Roger? Okay, so no communications. Any other business? Chief, Mayor? Mayor, you got anything?
I could speak a lot, but we're doing a quick meeting tonight. I went through about a third of what I wanted to discuss, so I'm just gonna pass on and save it to a future.
Okay. Marcus?
So I reached out to our state senator's office about the Ridge Road project and found us a grant to help us pay for it. It's a 15% matching, minimum amount's 30,000. It is for stormwater new or repairing. It opens up in February. I figured $4,500 is a lot better than 30,000, pay for that to get fixed up there. And Roger,
Better than
Yeah.
30,000. I'm sorry, you said it was up to 30?
minimum is 30,
Oh, okay.
maximum's like 500,000,
Okay.
but it's a 15% matching. And Roger, I can actually send you the link right to the thing too.
Okay.
And that, I think, didn't that have what we had was 25,000, but
Thousand.
that's probably gone up. I don't know when that estimate was done, but.
Yeah, we're gonna be close to that minimum, I'm not sure.
Great.
Worth looking into, yeah, yeah, definitely.
Although I suppose we could ask for the full amount, have the developer pass the park and rec fees, and then maybe the different, maybe have him cover the 15%. I don't know, there might be ways to, I don't know, we'll have to think about that. Do you know when the funding for this is? Like when they would actually?
It opens up February. They're still working out all the details, but this is the preliminary that Gebhardt's office sent me.
Okay.
February 3rd to April 30th.
Yeah, but when is the award?
Oh, I don't know. I just got to the
That's what I'm,
Yeah,
application project. Yeah, and when would it be, have to be used by?
Because that's one of the parts they're still working on down there.
Is this a new one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Down the Roger, we have some other ones we need to fix too. We might be able to tie into it.
Thank you.
When are the crosswalks, are they scheduled to be repainted anytime soon? Does that happen on a regular annual basis, or?
yeah, that's a summertime job.
Yeah.
So if there's any that you notice that are shot, just let me know, and we'll
Okay.
put it on the list. Yeah, the curb painting and the crosswalk things, that's a spring, summer type thing.
Right, yeah, I figured, but I was curious. All right.
Just any more luck with get the calendar on the website? Oh, sorry, I guess not. Okay.
No.
Okay.
But I do have it up to February, so we're covered for a little bit.
Okay.
Anthony, you got anything? Roger? Brenda? All right, that takes us to public comment period number 2. Please state your name and address for the record and try to limit your comments to 3 minutes. Pass this meeting. You got 10 seconds.
Dave McCloskey, 212 East Ridge Road. At the last meeting, we discussed crossing guards. What would keep us from, since we seem to have an issue getting and keeping crossing guards, what would it entail for us to put in the flashing crosswalk signs like they have down in Anvil? Where the kids just push it, the lights come on flashing, that you can see that somebody's trying to cross. And I'm not looking for the borough to foot the bill. I think it's something that the school board should foot most of it of, but I know what you're gonna say, Roger, don't even say it.
I think we talked about them before, but they're,
Yeah, there's permits involved with those. They're battery, solar powered or whatever. They're expensive.
They're not cheap.
They're not cheap.
Very expensive.
Like, they're thousands of dollars each.
Just a thought. Second thing, appreciate you looking for grant money. I hope that doesn't hold us up from getting it done quickly.
It will.
I hope it doesn't hold us up from getting it done quickly. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I know Ms. Henshaw would prefer not to lose the hay off the bottom of the field because it's getting dug up to put a pipe in because we held up. I'm all for trying to save money, but just some things to think about. Thank you.
Anybody else for public comment?
Good evening, Ashley from 985 East Maple. Just, was there a follow-up on the random $200,000 extra from the sewer that we got at the end of the quarter? You guys were gonna look into that, because I had more thoughts of it afterwards when you said we own 43% of that. So the other half-ish, did they also get a $200,000 bill, or was that all just stuck on Palmyra residents
No,
because
no.
we just paid it?
There was more than $200,000. Our portion was $200,000.
And is
So,
there
so
any-
North Londonderry also had an increase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any thought of how to, like, were they looking at how to not have that happen randomly again
I think,
this quarter? Like, it's a lot of money that everything is going up, and where's our sort of assurance that somebody double-checked that, like, we're good, hopefully it's not a large chunk again?
I think the cost was mostly in the chemicals costs have increased exponentially even more than inflation, and I think that's where it mainly came down to, the treatment chemicals that they use.
Anybody else? Okay, closing public comment period number 2. Borough Council will conduct its next public meetings on Tuesday, February 11th, 2025, and Tuesday, February 25th, 2025, beginning at 7 p.m. Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second?
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Second.